Hello everyone, I am Sushmita, pursuing first year MCOM in MPM Government First Grade College of Karkala. Here I am presenting on the topic types of strategies under that modernization and diversification. In that first one, modernization. Modernization involves replacing worn out and obsolete machines, etc., by modern machines and equipments operated according to latest technology to achieve objectives like better quality, cost reduction, etc. Modernization is a growth strategy in the sense that it helps to achieve more and more qualitative production at lower costs, thus helping to increase sales and profits for the enterprise. That means modernization is the process of improving things to be closer to the current state of the art. It involves catching up to progress that has occurred in areas such as efficiency, productivity, quality of life, and risk reduction. Modernization is a growth strategy in the sense that it helps to achieve more and more qualitative production at lower cost, thus helping to increase sales and profit for the enterprise. Modernization result into improvement in the quality of product so that they offer better value to customers. Example of modernization is in some industries product and services are rapidly improved such that firm must modernize their products several times a year. Now we see the advantages of modernization. Following are important advantages of modernization as a growth strategy. In that first one, modernization result in lesser cost of production and consequently higher profit for the company. Modernization leads to lesser cost of production and higher profit for the enterprise. Second one, modernization leads to qualitative production, attracting quality conscious consumers. It helps to increase sales of the company. Because of modernization, company will able to produce qualitative products and also attracting quality conscious consumers. As a result, it helps to increase sales of the company. Modernization also helps the company to improve long run competitive position of the enterprise. It may help the enterprise in developing strategies of product differentiation and beating powerful forces of competition. Modernization gives a new looks to the enterprise and its functioning, thus adding to its goodwill in the market. Now we see the limitations of modernization. Following are some limitations of modernization as a growth strategy. In that first one, modernization requires huge capital investment, which is a serious problem for enterprises facing financial crunch. Introducing of new technology machine involves huge capital investment. Second one, existing management and staff may not be competent to understand, introduce and implement new technology. It is not capable to the existing management and staff of the enterprise to understand the introduce and implement of new technology. Next is about diversification. Diversification is form of internal growth strategy. The purpose of diversification is to allow the company to enter new lines of business that are different from current operations. That means diversification is a corporate strategy to enter into new products or product lines, new services or new markets involving substantial different skill, technology, and knowledge. Simply, diversification refers to expansion of business by entering into a completely new segment or investing in a business which is external to the scope of the company's existing product line. Business uses this strategy for managing risk by potential threats during the economic slowdown. Example of diversification is Tata Group, which was founded in 1868 and diversified from its humble beginnings as a hotel company into global MNCs. Now we see the types of diversification. There are four types of diversification. In that first one, vertical diversification, second one, horizontal diversification, third one, concentric diversification, fourth one, conglomerate diversification. In that first one, vertical diversification. Vertical diversification is also called as vertical integration. In vertical integration, new products or services are added which are complementary to the present product line or service. The purpose of vertical diversification is to improve economic and marketing ability of the firm. That means the form of diversification in which the firm intends to enter in the business which is associated with the firm's present business. In this way, the firm stays in the same business and moves ahead or reverse in the chain and introduce new product so as to enter new business for the firm. Vertical diversification includes two types. First one is backward integration. In backward integration, the company expands its business activities in such a way that it moves backward of its present line business. That means in this the firm opts to move backward in the value chain so as to create an effective supply of the goods by expanding the business and entering the business of supplies. Example of backward integration is despite of being the leaders in textile to strengthen his position, Dhirubhai Ambani decided to integrate backward and produce fibers. Second one, forward integration. In forward integration, the company expands its activities in such a way that it moves ahead of its present line of business. That means, wherein the firm decides to move ahead in the value chain that is directly related to the firm's existing business so as to ease the distribution process. Example of forward integration is Zealand-based natural healthcare products company Comvita purchased its Hong Kong distributor Green Life Ltd and thus achieved forward integration by having access to Green Life's retail stores, sales staff, and in-store promoters. Next one is horizontal diversification. Horizontal diversification involves addition of parallel products to the existing product line. That means under this firms acquires one or more business that are engaged in the similar business and equivalent level of production marketing chain to enter into complementary goods or taking over competitors product. Example of horizontal diversification is a company manufacturing refrigerator may enter into manufacturing air conditioner. The purpose of horizontal diversification is to expand market area and to cut down competition. Next one is concentric diversification. When a firm diversify into business which is related with its present business, it is called concentric diversification. It is an extreme form of horizontal diversification. That means it is similar to related diversification. Related diversification means when the new business has some sort of connection with the existing business, then it known as related diversification. It includes the exchange of business asset by exploiting marketing skills, manufacturing skills, economies of scale, brand name, research and development wherein the new business entered into by the firm is associated with the existing business by way of process, technology, or marketing. The newly entered product is a spin off from the already existing facilities. Hence, there are advantages of synergy with the existing operation. Example of concentric diversification is when a computer company that primarily processes desktop computers starts manufacturing laptops, it is pursuing a concentric diversification strategy. Last one is conglomerate diversification. When a firm diversifies into business which is not related to its existing business, both in terms of marketing and technology, it is called conglomerate diversification. It involves totally a new area of business. There is no relation between the new product and the existing product. That means the conglomerate diversification is similar to unrelated diversification. Unrelated diversification means when the business has no relation to the value chain activities of the company. It includes investing in new product portfolio, concentration on multiple products, minimization of risk by operating in various product markets, implementation of new technology, etc. The example of conglomerate diversification is if a computer company decides to produce notebook, the company is pursuing a conglomerate diversification. Next, we see the advantages of diversification growth strategy. Following are some advantages of diversification as an internal growth strategy. In that first one, diversification enables a company to make better use of its resources like managerial personnel, technology, marketing network, research facilities, etc. As such, diversification may lead to cost reduction and profit maximization. Diversification helps the company to make better use of its resources and maximize its profit. Second one, diversification helps to minimize risk associated with growth. For example, loss in one line may be made good through profit in some other lines. Diversification helps to minimize the risk associated with the growth. Third one, diversification adds to the competitive strength of a company because of more products, greater resources, wider distribution network, etc. Because of more products, greater resources, and wider distribution network, diversification adds to the competitive strength of a company. Next, limitations of diversification growth strategy. Following are major drawbacks of the policy of diversification as an internal growth strategy. Huge funds are needed to cope with the requirement of diversification strategy. As such, only big firms can think of diversification. Diversification requires huge capital requirement, so it is suitable only to the big business firm. Second one, diversification creates problem of coordination among lines of diversified production. Failure to ensure effective coordination may lead to substantial reduction in the advantages planned for diversification strategy. Diversification leads to the problem of coordination. Uh, Third one, new products, new technologies, etc., may become a challenging task to handle for management and staff of the organization. The organization may find problems in adapting to the new growth pattern. It become a challenging task to the management and staff of the organization to handle for new products and new technology. Diversification and modernization both are the strategies to help the organization to achieve its goals. Thank you.